Sips and Sips.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Shelly. Cheers!
What are we drinking today, Shelly?
We're having a nice ice cold beer. It has been so blasted hot here in Minnesota. I think you said in your Welcome Wednesday. For all you people who think it's just cold here year round. Not
Don't
so
come
much.
in August,
Yeah,
yes.
no. So yeah, we're just drinking milk.
Let me help you.
Go ahead.
Michelob Golden Light.
Yes. However,
And
we have
see
very
our
special
new-
glasses.
Our new mug and glass.
They say oofda.
Vicky gave these to us. She sent them to us. And she bought them at the Shanty Stitchers. And I'm not going to lie. I saw Jenny post this
Oh, really?
on the Shanty Stitchers. And I'm like, oh, I love it.
It's got a seam ripper or frogging tool, as some of us may call it. Yeah.
And
It's
does yours have the thread,
Oh, yeah.
the spool, and it says Ufta.
Yeah.
Did you
nice.
grow up with your grandma saying Ufta?
And who sent these to us?
Vicky.
Vicky, but they're from
Shanty Stitcher. She bought them from
In-
Shanty Stitchers
in South Dakota.
In South Dakota.
Yeah. In
I say it wrong.
Bernston or
Bearstead.
Bearsfield?
We haven't had
Jenny,
anything to drink yet.
I'm so sorry.
It's in South Dakota, west of us. Bierstad.
Bearston. It's in South Dakota.
Bierford, yeah.
Bierford? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do like Steph and
There you go.
Pam do, and I'm gonna look it up. So
how about it has been a while since we have been here. We apologize. It's been very busy, and I don't know if we'll be able to do it again in 2 weeks, but wow. Something's coming.
the Shanty Stitchers is a needle workshop, and she's both quilting and
Yes.
needlework, right? In Beersford, South Dakota. Beresford, South Dakota. So
Did I say that? No, I said Bierstad.
Bierstead.
I always get
Beers.
Al. That's my old boss.
Anyway, beer is the key word. Beersford and beer as our sip tonight.
And I should tell you, we are coming from a different location. We're coming from the back room of the
Not just the back room,
back room.
where we do have like stitchy meetups and stuff.
Yes.
So,
Are you ready?
I don't remember how to do this.
Well-
Yeah, it has been a long time. We had Morgan on last time.
That's right.
Thank you so much for all of your lovely comments. Everybody loved Morgan. Morgan is not hard to love.
No.
Let me tell you. So
You can see how come we enjoy traveling
yes.
with her
and we
and
are
Shannon.
hoping to go hear her sing this weekend in Austin. She has a group called Morgan and Friends, and they have a gig at the local brewery. It's called Gravity Storm in Austin, Minnesota. And so we're hoping to get over there tomorrow and hear her and her group
I'd
sing.
love to.
So, yeah.
I could listen to her all day long.
Yeah, she's talented. And we haven't seen each other in like 3 weeks.
She missed me. She missed
you
me.
so much. I don't think we've
It took her a while to warm up, but she
Yeah.
missed me.
I don't think we've seen each other since Osage, right?
Right.
Yeah, and that was at the beginning of August. And
That's
now
right.
it's August something.
25th.
25th. It's August 25th.
And we just got done with Market Expo. We've been working towards that.
Yep. So what else?
We have a lot of finishes.
We have a lot to show you. So I think we should just dive right in.
I think we should too.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Are you
Are
ready?
you ready? I'm ready. FFOs, fully finished objects. Justine, wow, look at that pile.
And I'm not lying to you when I say that I stitched some of these.
She did. I only have one. Okay, first of all, I have an FFO. Woo! But I only have one.
Yeah, well, it's...
So technically that's not right
huge.
because, just a little teaser,
You have 12.
I do have
I couldn't hold it
the
back.
SDSSP. Super double secret spy project that I get to talk about and show you today.
You notice I don't ever say that because I can never remember.
All right, so you go first because I don't have as quite the number of
I will.
finishes that you do.
Well, Shelley and I went down to Osage on Saturday because, Osage, Iowa, sorry, the Stitchery Nook.
Like the first weekend in August. Yes.
Because they hosted the 24 hours for us because since we didn't have air. And I was so excited to be down there. I haven't been there for like 3 years. And poor Liz, I took 4 pieces to frame. What did you take?
Well, I just took the one.
Oh, I thought it was more than that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No, I just have one. No, because I don't finish like somebody else does.
I get by with a little help from my
Yes,
friends.
you do.
And speaking of those friends, I got down to the Stitchery Nook and Chris presented me with this.
How cute is that? Want me to?
I don't think I even have a white piece of paper. There we go.
Does that help or not? How does this beer napkin help?
Isn't that adorable?
Yeah, that's
And
cute.
that came from the holiday Halloween edition of Cross Stitch because I was flipping through the magazine and I said, oh, I really like that.
Is that the one for this year?
Yes.
Oh,
So she took it home and stitched it.
That
And
is super
this
cute.
pumpkin here, Mary Uppida is stitching that, and that's just beautiful.
What's that?
This one.
Oh, wow.
Just beautiful.
That's pretty.
So thank you, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
He finished like a little witchy hat. So cute.
You want me to keep going or
Yep,
do you want?
keep going. Keep on going.
Okay, first of all, I have to apologize. Huge, 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 huge. Because last time I showed the exclusive from Autumn Lane Stitchery with us. And I said that Autumn Lane did the pattern. And I said Mara did the finishing. Well, I forgot to say that Amber Malone stitched it for me. So she does an awesome
She
job of
does.
stitching. And thank you, Amber. Thank you, thank you,
Amber,
thank
it's
you.
just beautiful. And Amber is Med City Stitcher on Instagram. So if you
So
want
I am so sorry, Amber.
Amber. Yeah, that's beautiful.
So that's one. You want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Okay.
At some point, I'll get sick of her talking, and then I'll just decide to show you mine.
She just usually tells me to shut up. Okay, I stitched, started it at StitchCon last year.
Yep.
It was the August from Stitching with the Housewives.
Justine.
I love
at
those
those
colors. So I finished it shortly after StitchCon this year, and I gave it to Mara. And I also gave her what we put it on. Now, I'm kind of one of those people who, I like to do things a little different. This is put on one of those, what do you call them, broilers, or that you put in the oven.
Oh,
And Mara finished it. Isn't it beautiful? Not the stitching, the pattern and Mara's finishing. So thank you again, Mara.
the stitching is beautiful too,
I know.
Justine.
But those colors are just gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
The poor girls have heard that for over a year.
Every time she'd take that piece out, look at these colors.
You want me to keep going?
Yep.
Okay. When we were at StitchCon, we were presented with a couple pieces that had been model stitched for us. So then I proceeded to hand them off to Lisa at L&M Framing, and I just got them back this week. So let's see. Jeannie Treadle stitched this for me, and it's Pansy Patch Quilts Summer Garden at Cranberry Manor. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I am.
Isn't that
that's
beautiful?
cute. Ooh,
And
I
it's
like
all
that
the called for floss.
Pretty.
So thank you, Jeannie. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Pretty frame to
Just love it.
show the
Love it. Love it. Love it.
L&M framing out of Batavia, I think, Ohio. Somewhere in that area.
You want me to keep going?
What do you want?
No, you go.
Me go?
You go.
Should I show the finish of my SDSSP, my super double secret spy project. Easy for me to say. Yeah. All right. So I don't have it, of course, because it was a gift and it was sent off already. But I can show you pictures now. So first I will start with the picture of the pattern by Hands-On Design. Nope, it's got to go this way. And I'm trying to, Years to Celebrate, I think it's called, or Celebration Through the Years. It's for like an anniversary, 25 years to celebrate, 50 years to celebrate, that kind of thing. And I actually did 60 years to celebrate. So that's a picture of the piece that I did.
Isn't that beautiful?
And that is for the parents of our friend Chris that we talk about on our Fosstubes all the time. Justine and myself and Chris have been the Three Musketeers since early elementary school. And Chris's parents just celebrated their 60-year anniversary. So I stitched that up for them to send to her. And then she turned around and mounted it inside a photo album that she was making for her parents. I wonder if I can make it a little bit bigger there. So right on the inside cover of the photo album,
isn't that beautiful?
Is where she placed it. And Roy and Judy, happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. When you grow up like we did in a smaller town,
Yeah.
one's parents are not just the parents of one person.
No.
They are the parents of
It
all
takes
three.
a village,
It
as
does.
they say. Yeah.
And so we think of all of them as our parents.
Yes. So happy
yes,
anniversary.
congratulations.
It was my pleasure to stitch that, and now everybody knows what the super double secret spy project was.
I'm going to see in 5 years if you remember
Oh, gosh,
what you
I
said.
don't know. I can hardly say it. So. Anyway. But that segment, that super double secret spy project segment, might come back.
Oh, okay.
Because you never know when you have to stitch an SDSSP. It could happen again. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if you're making it for me, I want it big.
Okay. Okay. You go again.
All right. Then, oh, I have to reach. Okay. Oh, nuts. I grabbed the wrong one. How darn it. And I'm going to mix it up again. I believe Angie stitched this one. So I hope I'm not mixing you girls up
We
again.
will correct it and put it along the bottom. Well, you will.
Yeah.
Put it along the bottom. If
Are
need
you
to.
ready? I love this.
Yeah, that's super cute.
Angie stitched this. So this is by Heart and Hand, and this one came out at Market. And I thought I had it here, but I grabbed the wrong one, so I apologize.
I'll look it up.
Why, thank you. Stephanie, thanks for teaching us this. And isn't it beautiful? Look at the frame she used. I just love it. And when we were at Market, go ahead.
It's called Floral Etchings.
Love it. And I have it. I just put it, it's probably back in the store, sorry. But thank you, girls. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We are ill prepared today.
Well, and Jeannie's last one that she finished for me is already at the framer at the Stitchery Nook.
Okay.
So hers will come out again, and Angie's I have here to show. It's not a fully finished, but it's finished.
Okay.
So
Perfect.
Stay tuned. All right. Do you want to go again?
Nope, keep going.
Okay.
Because I'm getting excited.
What's the name of this real pattern? Because I know what Shelley calls it, and that's all I can think.
'Tis the season.
La 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 la.
I call it the Bab.
Yeah. So this is mine, and I started this a long time ago. And if I were to start it again, I would use a darker fabric. So,
Oh, I think
but
it looks
you know,
great.
it just goes to show you that everyone is different and it stitches on.
It's beautiful.
The white doesn't show up quite as much, but yeah. And
It
I
does
love
in
the
person
frame.
though, Justine. I think it's not translating well on the camera, but I think it looks great.
Wow.
It's pretty.
So yes,
That's
I
by
have that
Blackbird.
one done. Yes, I have that one done.
Pretty frame. I like that.
I do too. Okay, you go now.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So I finished my Christmas at Hawthorne Hollow at StitchCon back in June, and I left it with Lisa Menton of L&M Framing, and I got mine back too. So
Beautiful does not explain it.
I don't know if I'm gonna have to like stand up or maybe
Oh, it
not.
shows. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
There it is. I'm gonna get it a little closer so you can see that there's red in the frame. I want you to be able to see that, but oh my gosh, Lisa,
It's just
you
beautiful.
did such a beautiful job framing this.
And you did such a beautiful job stitching it, Shelley. The
Oh,
two of
thank
them
you.
together. Oh
It
my
was
land.
a labor of love, and I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little.
You're gonna start crying?
The block here that I designed, because I wasn't a fan of the block that was, you know, in the pattern, it's looking a little sparse. So in hindsight, I would have, I guess, added some more to that, but that's okay. It'll be okay. And it's gonna hang in Justine's shop now, at least
Ooh.
until Christmas. I might wanna put it out at Christmas time.
No,
but
I think it has to go to Shelley's for a little while.
I'm not gonna hang it until Christmas time, so you may as well have it.
Well, you know, if you
So.
come into the shop, what I'm gonna say.
That you stitched it, of course. Look what I stitched. So
I don't sleep. I just stitch all
yeah,
night.
that is my big fully finish. I'm very pleased with it. So you're
It
up.
is just beautiful. It's a piece of art. Nice job. All right. Well, this is the one I was very excited to get back. I'm excited to get them all back. But here is my Turkey Hollow farm.
Yay!
And
Oh
we
my
saw that
gosh.
Missy finished hers last week.
Yep.
And how's Shelley Lynn doing?
I'm pulling up right behind everyone.
But you said you thought you'd be done this week, maybe?
I think, yeah, I'll show you my progress. I think I will finish it this weekend.
Okay, so are we going to start another one?
We're gonna have to.
Okay, well, Missy doesn't do Halloween.
I'm not a big Halloween fan either. So
So I guess it's Christmas.
Christmas or isn't there there's a summer one, like a
They're
kind
all
of a
gorgeous.
patriotic one? Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Maybe we should all do a different one.
So let
In
me
race.
just tell you, and I'll show it to you later. Why don't you show it up here again? All I have left is the dog and the corn stalks.
Oh, I
That's
don't
all I have
think
left.
you should go to bed tonight till you get it done.
Maybe I won't.
Well, and
Maybe I
just
won't.
in case you guys want to know, this was stitched the same way Missy's was. Because what did I use? I used Schnickly where I shunt up, and when I kitted it up for Missy, I did the exact same thing for her. So ours are just a little special.
They're both beautiful.
So those
Is that it?
are my FFOs.
Okay.
No. Excuse me. And then Cheryl stitched these for me. These are some hand towels. We have a monthly club
cute.
for embroidery for hand towels. So this was the first one.
What does it
And
say?
this,
Sweet summertime.
This was the second one, and we just got the third one in the mail today.
Oh, that's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? And I love them because every month it's on a different towel.
Oh, that's cool.
So look at this. I'm not gonna lie, this is what my mother-in-law got for her birthday,
Very pretty.
because I'm kind of hoping that we play Dirty Bingo at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of thought that maybe if she stitched these, she could use them as a Dirty Bingo
There you
gift.
go.
And you know, I play Dirty Bingo.
You might
maybe
end up
I
with
might
them.
get some.
That's awesome.
So I think that is my fully finished stuff.
Okay. What about just finishes? Stitchy finishes.
I have some of those. Do you?
I have one.
You go for it.
So, and this one again, all I have is a picture because I've already taken it to Osage to be framed. So sorry about that, but it had to be done. Oh, there we go. I finished.
Oh, this is so ironic.
What?
Show it and I'll tell you.
Okay. I finished my daughter's bushel and a peck.
Isn't that beautiful?
And I think I said in the last floss tube when I showed it, I was hoping to get it done by the, our last floss tube was what, July 22nd, I think? And I said, I hope to have it done by the end of August. And I actually pushed through and ended up finishing it the next week. And
Nice.
I stitched a lot on it. But I think I mentioned that these, it's on an Ada, but the Ada was not square. The squares were taller than they were wide. And so the wreath, which is supposed to be, round, is more oval.
Still beautiful.
So,
Absolutely beautiful. The new towel that came in the mail today for the monthly club is a bushel and a peck.
really? Oh, you'll have to show it to me.
I will.
Yeah.
I
So
will.
that is down at Osage at the Stitchery Nook being framed. And that's for my daughter, and Justine and Chris that is their gift to her for graduation, the framing of that piece. So that's exciting. As soon as the piece comes back, I'll show it. So
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I have a couple finishes.
I have to be ready at all times.
For 50 years.
Ready. At the ready for 50 years.
Well, this is Hector that I believe came out last year. This is the shepherd's bush stocking. And Cheryl stitched
Oh my
this also.
goodness.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is pretty.
I just love it.
This is the toe, right?
Yes.
Okay. Pretty.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just love
Goodness,
it.
Cheryl, that's beautiful. What is it stitched on?
It is on a, I'm gonna get confused because it's on an 20 count raw linen.
Oh, cool.
But I was watching Shepherd's Bush. They were on Fat Quarter Shops.
That's pretty.
Fosstube this week, and that was very interesting.
And what did she stitch it with? Is it?
It's Pro Cotton number 5.
Okay, cool. Very pretty.
Okay, and then in with the cups from Vicky was the Scarlet House Trying to Mark Well. And I was
I
gonna
love
stitch
that
this. I know, it was
I'm
laying,
gonna stitch that.
It was laying next to my bed for I don't know how long, and finally I just said it's not gonna happen. So I apologize. I have not ironed it yet.
Is that all the called for threads?
Yes.
What about the fabric? Oh, that's pretty.
I don't have that one with me. It's not, I don't think, well, maybe I did. Isn't that beautiful?
That's pretty.
Just beautiful.
Yeah, now that I see that in person, that I need to stitch that.
Well, she stitched it, wait a minute.
Toot sweet.
She stitched it with the 103 silks.
Ooh.
So yes, beautiful. Thank you, dirty teacup.
pretty.
So no, I did not have that.
Okay.
So
Very pretty. Very, very pretty. And that was Vicky that
Yes.
came with the cup? Oh, cool.
and
Nice
then
job, Vicky.
I gave this to Angie at StitchCon. So this is Liz Matthews, Jane Allen collection. And I think it was this one I had her. No, it wasn't. It was the drum I had her do.
Ooh, my goodness, that's pretty. Wow.
Is it all in? Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Now go a little to the right, just so.
Thank you,
Wow.
Angie.
That's
Thank you.
really pretty.
Thank you. And this one is done on Fiber on a Whim cappuccino with the NPIs.
Mm.
So yes.
Did you give that to her at StitchCon?
Yes, I did.
Holy cow.
Well, and I gave the other one also, and she had it done also, and it's
My
being
gosh. And I'm excited when I get something done that I've been stitching on for 2 years.
I know. Jeannie, I'm sorry, Jeannie.
Jeannie and Angie.
Yes. Yep. Okay. there ends my
Finishes?
Finishes.
Your stitchy finishes?
yes.
Okay. Any new starts? I heard you say on your Welcome Wednesday that you started something.
I did, and I didn't bring it.
What did you start?
I started the Brenda Gervais, the new ones that just came in last
Oh,
week.
you forgot to bring it. Bummer.
God darn it. I did forget to bring
I thought you were going to try and get away with saying, no, I didn't have any new starts this time. And I was going to say,
do I need to cut that out?
maybe. All right, I didn't have any new starts either.
Okay.
I am all about the finishing right now, man.
Are you really? Good
Oh,
for you.
Yeah, I am. I have so many I would love to start, but I've got to whittle down my whips before I can feel comfortable starting something. So
How many whips do you have, Shelley?
I hover around the 30 mark. And I don't want to hover there anymore. I'd like to get a little bit, I'd like to knock that number down a little bit. Whips. Whips. What are your whips?
I have some.
What have you been
You have a lot
working
more.
on?
Why don't you go first?
Okay, let's see here. So I always go in order because I write everything in my book of days. And so the last time that we did a floss tube in July, I was working on my bushel and a peck then, and I got that finished. And then I just I didn't know what I wanted to finish next, so I very briefly picked up a couple of random things. I picked up
Shelley did random.
I did random, which, if you know anything about me, that's not easy for me. I picked up my burgundy band sampler, which we have not seen in a long time, and I didn't do much. I don't even know why I'm showing you this because I really didn't do much, but
because it's beautiful.
I picked it up because I didn't know what else to stitch, and so that's what you pick up. I just did point to that bottom line, Justine.
Beautiful.
Yes, I did that whole row there on my burgundy band sampler. So I did that for a little bit, and then it was still July, and I was thinking, oh, Christmas in July, I really haven't stitched anything Christmassy. I should pull out something Christmassy to stitch. Because at that point, I was still waiting for them to call our August whip go also.
This goes in here. Can I just say that I kind of wear a couple dresses to work because since it's been so hot, it's cooler to wear a dress. Every time I pull one out of the closet, somehow there is a needle stuck to
No
it.
kidding.
I'm sure somebody in my family is doing it to
I
me.
am shocked to hear that. Yes. So then I thought, like I said, I thought, oh, I should do some Christmas in July. So I pulled out, just for a couple of days, And To All a Good Night by Blackbird. This pattern is retired, and it was shared to me by a very dear friend, and I'm taking really good care of it, and we'll get it back to you as soon as I finish stitching here. But I'm trying to remember what I did quite a bit actually.
Look at those colors.
Yeah.
You want me to take that so your
Let's
little
do
arms
this
can have a break?
so that my little arms.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I did there's some queen stitches in these. So I learned how to do the queen stitch, and I couldn't figure out why am I seeing hoop marks, because I don't stitch in a hoop, but I did put it in the hoop to do the queen stitches. So if you want to hold it, I'll point them out. Maybe. There's one right here. It's hard to see on here. There's one right here. There's one up in here somewhere. So yeah, I did the queen stitches, and then I did everything below the words. So the 2 chimneys, the roof, and the snowflakes in the roof.
Oh, that's beautiful, Shelley.
So yeah, I got, I think a fair amount done there.
That is just beautiful.
So now I'll be moving down into that brick house. And yeah. But the queen stitch was kind of fun. I wasn't scared of it. I watched a couple YouTube videos and off I went.
It's kind of like trying a new type of food, isn't it?
It is.
You just have to try it.
Yes, you don't know until you try it if you like it. So that was what I did next. Do you want to go or do you want me to keep going?
That's totally up to you.
Well, I'm on a roll. Let me keep going, would you?
Okay,
Okay.
I hate to get in your roll.
Right. I've also been keeping up with my Sunday stitch, which is one Sunday I completely forgot about it.
It happens, doesn't
Yes.
it?
So I stitched on it on Monday, just to, you know, because I felt like I was
It's Sunday
being naughty.
somewhere.
I felt like I was being naughty. So my Sunday stitch is Though He Seemeth Sleeping by Lucy Beam. I absolutely love this thing. And last time, you know, I was so excited because I was going to get to stitch the row of leaves.
Oh my gosh,
Check this out.
That is just beautiful, Shelley.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh my land.
I love those leaves. And then I have 2 lines of text in. It says, "Dark the night and wild the wave, Christ the boat is keeping." So, yeah.
You're really not
Just-
that far from being done.
Nope, there's not all that much left. The words and a few motifs at the bottom. I have to finish up the border. And so, yeah, I'm hoping maybe I can have this between now and the end of the year, however many Sundays that is. I'm hoping I can get this finished by the end of the year.
That's just beautiful.
So yeah, I've been keeping up with that, being a good girl. Next. Oh, then I started, then we hit August, and my 2 Whipco calls for August were Newcastle Bouquet and the Rose Quaker. So I started with Newcastle Bouquet. I'll just show that briefly. Everybody knows what that looks like, I'm sure, but that's Teresa Kogut. And I stitched for quite a while on this. My goal is always 3 days on all of my Whipcos, but I stitched a little bit more than that, and
oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
I got my cardinal in here, and then I always, whenever I take it out, I make myself do part of the border, because the border, while beautiful, is kind of tedious. And if I don't keep going on that border off and on, this thing's gonna languish forever. So it's like I treat myself. I do 2 parts of the border, one across the top and one down that left side. And once I have those finished, then I treat myself and let myself do something in the middle. So I did that big bird.
Oh, Shelley, that is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's fun.
You know, doing Fosstube is so much fun for me because I get to see what she has stitched on.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's fun for me too, Justine. I get to see what all of your friends have stitched on. So that was my one Whipco call, and my other one was my Rose Quaker, which
And she told me she did a huge motif.
I did, and it took a long time, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, beautiful.
So I'll show the picture. This might be a little bit hard to see, but that's Rose Quaker. And I knew there was no way I'd finish this motif in 3 days, and I just told myself, you're gonna finish, it's this one here. You're gonna finish it. Can you point to it, Justine?
I think I need to hold it.
It's this motif right here. This huge rose motif. And the pink part of it, the rose part of it, was fairly easy. What was so difficult is that all of the vining and the stems and stuff, it doesn't look like it. It's showing up very well here, but it's very tone on tone with the fabric. And so
yes.
it's hard to see. And it's, you know, kind of a lot of almost confetti stitching that they're kind of all over the place. But oh, is it ever pretty.
Oh my
But yeah,
land.
that motif took me, I think I stitched on it 5 days. Let me look here. I can probably tell you.
Shelley, that is just beautiful.
I
Just
stitched
look
on
at
Rose
those
Quaker.
colors.
No, I stitched, yeah, 5 days. I stitched on Newcastle Bouquet 3 days. And then I got out my Rose Quaker and I stitched on it 5 days. And that's what it took me to get that motif done. So that's another favorite of mine. Every time it's called, I'm just so excited to get it out and do another motif or two. So
It's beautiful.
And then after that, once I had my my Whipco done for the month of August, I turned to Turkey Hollow Farm and decided, okay, this is what I'm stitching now until it's done. So
I really thought she'd show you that it was all done.
I would have had to stay up some pretty late nights to do that. So I just decided I needed my sleep.
We all do.
Yeah. So, and like I said, all I have left is the dog and the corn stalks.
Look at that.
My borders met up, which is always very exciting.
Look at the difference in size.
Mm-hmm.
From 28 to, you have 32 or 36?
I have 36. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm thinking this will get finished. Maybe not tonight. I don't know if I'll stay up until it's done, but certainly this weekend it should get finished. And then...
Well, the Vikings are playing what tomorrow?
Are they? Football!
Are you ready?
So excited. So yeah, that's what I worked on.
What about that one? Those.
These are my whip goes for
Okay.
September. So we'll talk about that
Oh,
later.
sorry. Here's your rose Quaker.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Are you done with your whips?
I'm done with my whips. Please begin your whip.
Well, you know, when they talk about Whipco and Jessie Marie talks about how you get to the middle of the year and people kind of fall off the wagon for Whipco.
Yeah. Did you fall off the wagon?
I did. I kind of.
Are you still running, trying to hop on, or
Yeah.
are you just laying in the dirt?
I'm watching. Let's just say I have a lot to catch up. But I wanted to stitch something different.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so excited because you put those same 6 on and then you just work on them and work on them and work on them. And yeah, well, it wasn't working for me.
Okay.
So here's my Sunday stitch. His eye on the sparrow. And I don't stitch much. And I did the same thing Shelly did, is one day I didn't get to it, so I did stitch it on Monday.
Mm.
Oh, there's my piece that I didn't want to lose, I guess.
And that fabric.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. I wonder if that's going to show up pretty good in this room.
Oh, well, may not. So
No,
here's...
it's got a peach tinge to it. Man,
So,
that's pretty.
I have a long way to go. But those colors are just gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love them.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty.
So that is my Sunday stitch that I'll be stitching on until I retire, and I'm not taking retirement early. I may not be retiring at all. So, okay, then this is where I was, well, I'll go do this one. This is,
Oh, it looks like you've been stitching a lot.
well, Heaven and Nature Sing was on my Whipco.
Good.
And I think I just finally kind of crossed it off. I don't think I did as much time as I was supposed to. But I was working on the hind end of the deer.
Look at that deer butt.
So I filled it in, or started to fill it in. I believe this was called
Very
again for
nice.
this month,
Yeah.
so, or next month. So it's Heaven and Nature Sing by Kathy Barrett. Then the beginning of the month, Welcome to the North Pole. I thought, you know, I've seen Kathy and Missy stitch this, and I just love it. And I love it.
so
I
cute.
love the blue.
Yeah.
So I worked on that, got part of that, a little more of it done. But, you know, I think I'm supposed to be on the 4th section.
Ooh, very pretty.
I'm still on the 1st. So there's another one. Then I was feeling I need something different. I have lots of whips and I enjoy most of them. I just didn't know which ones to pull. So I pulled the Meaning of the Flag back out. And I had done, again, it's not iron, sorry. I had done the Valor. And I have everything kitted up. So I thought, let's do the Perseverance. So I started that one.
Cool.
So, and I really could get them done if I just did it,
Very cute.
but I didn't.
Ooh.
Then this Christmas one was just calling me. I am doing the 12 Days of Christmas by Hello from Liz Matthews. They're not all out yet. And I'm doing them all in one piece of fabric.
She just released one new one though, didn't she?
Yes. And
Nine. The
yes.
9 ladies dancing.
And that will be coming in the mail in probably next week.
Yep.
So I have a long way to go. But here's the first day of Christmas. And I have started this along with, is it Mary, Stephanie, well, Sherilyn is the one who told us about it and showed us. But so I am stitching it on 25 over 1.
How's that going?
I love it.
Yeah?
I cannot do the sewing method on it.
Oh, you have it in hoop or what?
No,
Or,
poke and stab.
okay, but still in hand.
In hand.
Uh-huh.
But I just love it. And I'm stitching it with the NPIs.
That's really pretty.
So, yeah. So, you know how sometimes you just want a day to go somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
I just want a day to stay home and stitch
Stitch.
all day.
Yeah.
So, those are my whips.
You know, I've been sitting here thinking, where did I pick that up? My sister-in-law Amy always pronounces her WHs like that, whips. But
Jane and Julie.
yes, Jane and Julie do it all the time.
Jane does it.
I get such a kick out of them. And the other thing that they say quite often that makes me just giggle, because I've heard people say this before, you put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. They are so funny. If you have not watched Running with Scissors, Stitching with Jane and Julie, right?
Exactly.
Yes. They
How
are
fun. They
they're
are
a
fun.
stitch.
They are.
They're so much fun.
Okay, what's next?
What's next? I'm sorry. I'm falling down on the job here. Plans. What are
Go
your
ahead.
plans?
You tell your plans.
Well, I'm going to finish Turkey Hollow Farm. And then the WIPCO numbers came out today for September. And they were called number 15 and number 1. And my number 15 is my After the Roses by Ink Circles. Looks a little bit like that when it's done. So I'm going to get at least 3 days in on this, and I can't remember where I'm at.
You're farther
Oh,
than...
I think I'm halfway. I'm halfway done.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So I will get, like I said, at least 3 days in on this, unless I decide, you know what? I'm going to make myself finish another quarter of it.
Is it on your WIPCO again for the end of the year or no?
It is on my WIPCO another time, so maybe I'll just...
Well, what happens if you finish a fourth of it this time and a fourth of it next time?
Oh gosh, I don't
I'm
know.
just saying.
I just don't
I'm
know
just
if I can
saying.
do that.
I know.
This one is a lot of
It
changing
is.
thread colors, and yeah.
Even though I
it's-
can't find mine, it is.
Yeah, you can't find it. Good Lord. Okay, so that is number 15 on my WIPCO board, and number 1 on my WIPCO board was my Tired Trio by Plum Street, but I finished that, and so I put my Liberty in its place because this is kind of a smaller one, and I'd like to get it done. It could be another finish for me. So pull this out, but I find this fabric really hard to stitch on. It's the holes are really tight, and so my fingers are sore, but there we go.
Beautiful.
So yeah, I'm just working on the flag part of it. And so I'll put at least 3 days in on this in my plans. And then once my WIPCO is done and Turkey Hollow Farm is done, I think I will choose another focus piece. Something that I would like, that I'm getting close to a finish on, that I'd like to push through and finish. Because it's all about the finishes, like I said.
So do you think you would stitch like so many strands a day on it every day, or you just stitch that piece?
I would just stitch that piece probably. Once I have Turkey Hollow Farm done and my WIPCO's done for the month, then that's all I'll stitch on.
But think about the pieces you have got done this year.
Oh, yeah,
They've been big ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But that's because that's all I have. Somebody mentioned that in a comment on one of our floss tubes a while back. I have 30 whips and they're all huge. So it's hard to have finishes when they're all, unless you really put in a lot of time on them. So, and I would like to start a couple smalls to throw in, here and there that make me feel like I accomplished something,
Right.
but yeah.
Right.
So that's my plans. What are your plans?
Well, it's Friday here, and usually Friday night I try to grab something and take home that I can never finish. But I would like to start the hands-on design, those ones that go in the box of,
Chantel's?
yes, because I have the boxes. I'd like to paint it, and then this one is a Halloween one.
Oh,
And I have a couple other out for model stitching.
mm-hmm.
But that's what I say. That
So-
doesn't mean I'll do it. Okay, so this is my whip go.
Whip go.
Whip go. Okay. From June, I still have 5 hours of Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. Okay, for July, I still have, I'm going to cross this one off. I think I did this. 3 hours of Christmas Garden. I'm going to cross, that's done. Sorry.
So now you just have the 5 hours.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, for August, and this one I believe is doable, I have one row of, I'm going to say it wrong, Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
Dodd, I forgot the Dodd. And another row of,
Feliz Navidad.
so I would have two
of
rows
Feliz
of that.
Navidad. Okay.
Okay.
That's doable.
Then, for September, I have another 5 hours of Heaven and Nature Sing. And actually, that's on 28 count, so it is really nice fill-in for car ride.
Yeah.
And I have a large motif from Autumn Quaker. So it's going to be December, and I'm going to be reading these off. Other ones. And then also, I did bring this one home to stitch, and I never got it started. But this is from Mill Hill, and it is Autumn Harvest, and I love these colors. So it's on the purple perforated paper.
Cool.
So I'd like to do this. And then Button by Ink Circles. This is the one that we were so excited about because you could stitch it any different way you wanted to. And if you sent me a picture, a physical picture in the mail, if you tagged me in Instagram or Facebook, a finish of this, and it could be one button that you stitched finished, it could be the whole piece that you had finished, but it had to come to me by October 1st. We're extending that, people.
Why?
We're going to say December 1st, because if you do that, then your name will go in the drawing for a $50 gift card. This is why we're extending it, because the gals that come here and come and stitch, or were stitching here, said they would love to stitch a button and put their initials on. And I said, oh, that's just wonderful. I'll stitch the border and the needles.
Oh, here's the why.
There's my border. So, December 1st, I'm so sorry. December 1st, and yeah, I got some work to do. So,
There you go.
there you go. Those are my plans. We also have a needlepoint class on Tuesday,
Oh,
and I'm very excited about that because I'm going to be digging some out and
Yeah.
working on some of those.
good deal.
So,
Good deal. What about haul? Do you have any haul?
I have no haul except mine framing.
I've been, yeah, there was the framing. But I've been a pretty good little girl. And I haven't been, going wild. But when we were down in Osage, the designer for Waxing Moon Designs lives in Osage, right? And so they
Yes.
have a lot of her stuff.
Which, by the way, do you ever listen to Fiber Talk?
No.
There is a floss tube called Fiber Talk, and it's all about fiber. And sometimes they are live, and sometimes that you listen to them. And they were interviewing her,
Oh, okay.
And it was very interesting. I didn't quite catch the whole thing, so I want to go back and listen to it.
Well, my sister had this pattern in her hand when we were there for 24 hours, and she was going to buy it. And I said, "What do you got there?" And she showed it to me, and I'm like, "Oh, I need that." So this is the Turkey Trio by Waxing Moon Designs. I need some fall Thanksgiving-ish smalls.
I'm really getting into the Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So I just thought these turkeys were adorable, especially this one right here. What does he say? Bountiful. They are thankful, bountiful, and peaceful.
Beautiful.
So I picked that up.
Remember?
That was my haul.
She was one of your first pieces you started stitching again.
Yep.
Oh, fun.
So that was really my only haul. Oh, I did pick up at Osage. They had Picture This Plus Murky, and I've been looking for some, so I picked up some Murky there.
Nice.
But other than that, I've been really not spending a whole lot.
You haven't had time.
No, it's been crazy busy. So
well,
shop news.
Well, what did you say? The secret?
Super double secret spy project.
Well, we have something like that coming up here that we are very, very excited about. Maybe next time we can tell you what we're doing and what we're thinking.
I have no idea what she's talking about. So
See,
I'm excited too.
It's for her. But I have a huge, huge thank you to Michelle. She came down for the second week this year and sat right where we were stitching, and she inputted I don't know how many patterns into our online. She got all the Cricut collection that I have is now online. All of Erica Michaels is now online. All the Heartstring Samplery is now online. All of Prairie Schoolers are now online. And all of Ink Circles are now online.
Holy cow.
Now, if you remember, I bought the shop from Monica in Crystal Lake, and I moved it to Blue Earth, Minnesota. And Monica had the shop for 33 years. So some of those patterns are not brand new. So we just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. If there's anything you're looking for, just go ahead and look at the website. And again, a huge, huge thank you for Michelle. I just so appreciate it. Again, we just got done with, or did some needlework marketplace. We had put a bunch of fabric on the website, and we'll be putting more. So, and thank you to all who have stopped in and said hello. It's so fun to meet you, to hear where you're coming from, and then when I get to see you again the following year when you come through, it's so fun. So fun. So thank you.
Oh, exciting.
Yeah.
What's coming up as far as?
Well, we have the needlepoint class on Tuesday.
Okay.
The Lucy Beam class, stay tuned for a call for that one. We have the Hardanger classes coming up at the end of September and beginning of October. I believe they are all full right now, but if you put your name on the waiting list, that will give us a start for when and if she teaches another class next year. That will start with you guys first. We have a punch needle class in October.
Oh, when is that?
That is a Thursday. I can't remember.
Day or night?
It is during the day.
Okay.
It's not on the website yet, but it will be. We already have people signed up. The Cross Stitch Ornament magazine will be coming really soon.
Okay.
And so will Liz Matthews. Her patterns will be coming soon. The Lucy Beam patterns for the September start should be here next week. Anything else? I think that is
it.
I think that's about it.
Super.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep this one under an hour this time.
Oh, for land's sakes.
So, thank you to everyone that continues to come and watch us and join us for some fun. If you're new here, welcome.
Take your Advil.
We'd love
Sorry,
to have
we should
you.
have told you before.
And yeah, I can't think of anything
And if you're
else.
returning, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Is that it?
that's about it.
I don't have anything to cheers with.
I left one swallow.
There you go.
So,
Cheers to stitching. Bye-bye.